Guys, in this video, we're gonna have a look at this RC Hoonicorn. 1/10 scale, fully licensed. And although it looks awesome, it's not the fastest thing out the box, which is why in this video, we are gonna make it brushless and we're really gonna shred some tyres. The reason I know it's not all that fast out the box is because I've got the Hoonicorn as well. Exactly the same platform, just with a different body. But you cannot deny that it is one of the nicest looking RC cars on the market. Well, it is for me anyway. I'm a massive Hoonicorn fan.
The man was a fanboy. He bought t-shirts of mine.
So these things for me are awesome. So like I said, fully licensed. There's some specs on it there. It is very well built. Oh, first time I've seen this. If you turn the box inside out as well, you can turn it into like a little garage. That's awesome. Wow. That looks so nice. The detail on the bonnet there is awesome. That looks so cool. Yes, we will be. Now that is what I'm talking about. The Hoonicorn and the Hoonicorn both together. Oh. I need to go and sit down. Now it's meant to be 1/10 scale and I mentioned that that was a little bit small, especially because it's a pickup. Now I think the Mustang was quite a big car and the Lancia Delta wasn't massive, but you can see a 1/10 versus 1/10 there. The wheelbase is the same. It just looks a bit small. So maybe just under 1/10. Feedback from the Hoonicorn was it's too expensive, it's too slow. I agree it's too slow. I agree it's expensive. Is it too expensive though? That's the question. Now you are paying a lot for the licensing, so you're paying for that Hoonicorn name, you're paying to have that Mustang on the front. I think I used the example of trainers. People spend hundreds of pounds on trainers because of the name. I've got trainers that cost more than some of my RC cars. If you're a Hoonicorn fan, if you're a Mustang fan, if you're a fan of just stuff like this, you're probably going to buy it. And another example, the Avanti Black Special cost me £500. So $550, $600-ish. There's people that buy that and build it and put it on the shelf and never run it. And there's also people that will buy that and not even take it out of the box. I'm not trying to justify the price of this because it is expensive. People don't just buy these to run around a car park. People sometimes buy RC cars just to look at them, or just to even look at them in a box. So this is the Apex 2 chassis. It's like a composite material, and I've forgotten what it is again. G10, there you go, that's what it is, G10. I think it's like a posh fiberglass. Reedy 550 brushed motor. Waterproof brushed ESC. We'll do 2S and 3S LiPo, and it has got a BEC of 7.4 volts as well. 15 kilo Reedy servo down there. Double wishbone suspension, oil shocks, metal drive shafts on the rear, same on the front. It's got brake calipers and discs behind there. You can't really see it very well, but they stay in place when you turn the wheel. Pretty short in the sticker pack with the instructions. Yeah, there you go. You got little Willwood stickers that go on there. The other complaint from people was the battery. It takes a shorty battery, so you can't get a full-size battery in there. Doesn't come with lights, but you've got connections there for lights. And then under here, you can put lights in. Not sure you can at the rear, but you certainly can at the front. That body feels really nice, actually. Very sturdy. Anyway, that's an overview of the car. What I'm going to do is I'm going to charge a battery. Got this little Reedy high voltage one. So I'm going to charge that. Going to slap that in. We're going to give it a rip as it is, stock. Then I've got this Sonic brushless motor and an ESC to throw in. And then we're going to properly shred some tyres. So there we go, the Hoonicorn, hooning around straight out of the box. And as you can see, you can have a bit of fun with it. It's definitely not the fastest thing in the world. You can still slide it a bit and do donuts and stuff. So now we need to get it ready to shred these tyres. Before we do that, this might make you laugh. It certainly didn't make me laugh at the time. When I was running this thing round, I ran over something. It looked like just a bit of mud or moss or something like that. I didn't think anything of it. When I brought it back in and picked it up, I got some on my hand and it was a bit horrible. And then there was a big like smear all across the chassis there, about half the chassis just covered. and it was stinking. It took me a while to realise what it was. Now, I don't live that close to the coast, but we do have quite a few coastal birds that fly around, seagulls, and that's probably about it actually. And the last time I smelt something like that was when I was cleaning aircraft after it had a bird strike on some seabirds. And not only do them things eat fish, they eat all sorts of stuff. And I think one had emptied its stomach where I was running this car. That was about 4 days ago, and I've washed it off, I've cleaned it all up, I've thrown away all the rags and stuff I used, but the smell is still up there. It's definitely not a nice smell. Anyway, first thing I need to do, I need to get the stock motor and ESC out of this. So to get the motor out, you have to remove a handful of screws. I usually say remember where they go because they're different sizes. Probably pretty obvious that this one won't go in the same hole as this one. Then once you've got the screws out, remove this. Then that gives you access to the spur, the motor. Then that's like an idler gear there. So we'll swap that over with the brushless one in a minute. ESC looks like it's just stuck on with some tape. Right, so that's all out now. This is the beast of a motor we're using. It's a Reedy Sonic 540 M4 6.5T. Very pleasing on the eyes, which is always good. So this is censored, there's your sensor lead. And then the ESC is this Black Box 1000. So maximum 2S capable. There it is there, another well-made product. Fans optional on this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to solder a connection on the end there, and then I'm going to get the motor mounted, and then once this is in, I'll then solder the leads on to the motor so we can make it nice and neat, because a lot of the time my cable management isn't great. I'll try and make it look good for you. There we go, it is all done. I don't think I've done too bad a job of my cable management. Certainly way better than what I usually do. Judge me on my soldering, it's absolutely fine. Everything all plumbed in, ESC plumbed in, and I've just realised I'm not sure if that motor is rotating the right way, and because it's censored, you need a program card to change its rotation if it's wrong. So let's switch it on, keep our fingers crossed, steering, fingers crossed, come on. Please go the right way. Please go the right way. Yeah. Whoa. I'm going to jump off there in a minute. Oh, nice smooth censored motor. I love censored motors. Whoa. Oh my word. Oh, we've got no reverse. Time for some 11s. We are shredding tyres for sure.
Speed, speeding. Speed and power.
I wonder what it launches like on carpet. It just launches so hard. I'm ruining my carpet. Anyway, the weather is really bad at the moment, so we'll wait for the weather to clear up, and then we're going to go and see how fast this is now, and then we're going to go give it a rip and shred some tyres. It's cold, it's damp, but we won't let that get in the way of a good speed run. So I've changed my ESC, I've got reverse now. So stock out the box, 17 on 2S, 25 on 3S. See what this brushless thing can do. That is full throttle straight away. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We need to sort our steering trim out. Nice and straight now. Whoa! Certainly slippery today. What we saying? I'm going to go 36. Oh, I mean kilometres. 66 kilometres an hour. 41 mile an hour. That's on 2S. The ESC is only rated to 2S, but that is a respectable speed. This thing is certainly going to kill all tyres. Let's go blow all 4 of them. So just had a huge crash down there. It broke my camera mount. I was getting some footage on this to patch into the speed run bit. Didn't realise how close I was to that post, and yeah, we hit it. So although that looks quite bad, I think it's just pulled it out from there, so I'm going to undo them screws, try and get it back in, but just a bit of damage to the bumper, also some damage to the front of the chassis. and it pulled the sensor lead out of the motor. It wasn't running at first, I thought I'd broken it, but everything is still working. That took such a hit. Lost a spring retainer, so I need to go and find it. Came down here and then smacked into this big post. That is a big solid object. Right, did the spring retainer fall off here? That's the question. Haha, found ya. Yes. I've just looked back at the footage of that. That thing was moving. Done hardly any damage to the body as well. It's crazy. I am going to need a new bumper mount though, because it has broken it, but it's time to shred some tyres. It's very damp and cold though, so it might take us a few battery packs. Let's go. This thing rips now. Oh no, I don't want to destroy my body. Not what you're supposed to do. Right, quick pit stop. Lost the pin for the one of the body supports, so I need to throw that in. Recharge the LiPo, that's one pack through it. Tyres, yeah, getting there. Well, that one definitely. I forgot to put tape on the body and it did rub through, so anyway, sprayed it with like a dark graphite colour, put some tape on it, and you can't even tell. Right, anyway, let's get that pin on, get that battery in, and let's go for round 2. Let her rip, take the chip. So it was getting to the point where I was going to destroy the car before I destroyed the tyres. So we stopped the silly stunts, done a few burnouts and donuts and just ripped it up and down. But man, these tyres are tough. Well, I don't know what to say. After multiple burnouts, it's just gone through its 3rd pack now, so 3 battery packs, multiple burnouts, typhoons or tornadoes, whatever you call them, donuts, reverse donuts, jumps, crashes, everything. The tyres are still in one piece. I mean, they're not in great condition, but they're still round. And they're still complete. The Hoonicorn has beaten me. And the reason I stopped is, like I said, it was getting to the point where I was going to completely destroy the car and still have 4 tyres on it, which was not the point of this video. We were destroying tyres, not cars. This thing took so much abuse though. It's still all there. I think I need to maybe have a look at the gears. It's still meshed all right. It just feels a bit rougher than when I put it all on there. Front bumper's completely had it now. Need to change that. Chassis looks good. Nice and strong. Popped a shock cap off as well, one of them jumps. Body's taken a hit on the front there, but apart from being full of rubber, it actually doesn't look too bad. This thing's a beast. That's it for this video, guys. Cheers for watching. I'm going to get myself a new bumper so I can get this body mounted properly. I'm going to clean it up and I'm going to put it on the shelf as unbeaten.